Well, hello everyone. So I don't know what y'all was doing during the hurricane, but I got locked up in my warehouse and been changing things around a little bit. So we're going to start from the front yard and then go out to the backyard. Pretty much, I threw away some stuff. All this right here and all that over there was pretty much a little mini lake. Didn't have any real damage, just a lot of stuff got blown around, a lot of rain. I'm having issues right here where the water's sitting. Pretty much most of it's dried up. I was out here with the blower blowing a lot of it out, but it's going through the concrete and going into my warehouse. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut all this up and see if I can put some self-leveling concrete and try to redo it after it dries up a little bit. Probably Tuesday I'll knock that out. But I've been caulking this damn thing for 3 years. It just, for whatever reason, it just likes to leak, and I haven't been able to stop it because it's the wall that's leaking. So in fact, I just noticed something else yeah, that's rotted out there. So I'll be cutting up a little bit and redoing this whole thing. I might go ahead and throw another door in here because this door here has seen better days, and I've never painted it. It's been here 5 years and I haven't painted any of it, but it has one of the impact glass. I'll reuse the glass. And then my neighbor had a little bit of damage over here. So their porch, which has been here for a long time, separated from the wall. And once it did that, pretty much it was a goner. Oh, and there's wasps. Look at that, they just chilling. They said, I don't give a damn about a hurricane, we're staying. So, but it all just separated from the wall. So I'm going to talk with them on Monday, see if they'll how much they want to pay me to pull this thing down and deal with all the wasps. I know that there used to be wasps inside this metal pole right here. Is it that one or this one? But one of the little 2x2 squares was full of wasps, because I came over here one day, I was leaning against it, and they come buzzing out on me. And I'm sure having, a few pounds of trees growing in it didn't help it at all. But this is pretty much the most damage we have here. I got family down in Naples, lost power, had a couple trees drop, but for the most part they're okay. And then there's some more family down there that's still trying to get power. But it's all coming back together. I had a lot of people I was talking to there, what happens if the power goes out? I just pretend like you're camping, But anyways, let's talk about the new setup. So if y'all remember, this right here was back up against the wall, and I'll take you back there in a second. There's a whole bunch of doors, and this was always a mess. Every time I came in here, there was stuff piled up here, and it was just kind of a dead area. So what I did is I took everything out, moved it out of the way, and built all the shelving here to where I got enough room where I could do 2 tables wide. I could basically have up to 8 tables down the center, which I'm not going to have that many. I don't want to get it cluttered again. And this is pretty much everything on the shelves, but I just kind of squished it together. So I got all this open space here, and this is all empty right here. So I really like this idea. It's having a lot of airflow. It keeps people out of the back corner where, a lot of 5-finger discounts were happening. So it made this area smaller, but still gives me just about the same amount of room, because all this area here that was dead was now I can use. So let me show you on the other side of the wall. And I still got all my mom's stuff behind here, which I'm going to be working on this tonight. But this row right here, I have a whole bunch of shelving that's going to start down at the end and come this way. And it's all metal shelving where it has the interconnected this shelving like this. But I'm going to have, and it's like 8 or 10 foot tall, so I'm going to have it running all the way up against here. And then all this stuff here is going to be processed and either put on the shelves there or put on the shelf here. So all this will be open. And then in the very, very back right there, I started stacking some doors, and I'm going to stack this whole wall of doors here. So With this setup here, I should be able to bring more stuff in here, have it cleaner, and be able to empty some storage units. So, and I already like this a lot better because every time I had a garage sale, there was people kind of wandering in different places, and now I have a lot more control over, you know, there's not many places people can go that I can't just sit here and see them. So, and my mom has a wood desk here that she's trying to sell. It's back behind there, right over here, right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that up right here. So I'm going to have her desk right here, which fits perfectly. That way I can sit right here, watch everything that happens, and still have, you know, a couple tables I can roll outside if I need to, but I'd rather just keep everything in here. I can move these tables around. I can put them side by side and then put furniture here. So it just gives me a lot more a fluid place to where, you know, I can keep all the stuff that's not for sale or not ready for sale or for whatever reason. You know, I can keep that right on the other side of the wall. I'm gonna have a whole nother set of shelving back there. So, and then I attached the 2x4s to the ceiling in various spots. I want to do one more right here, you know. So, and this is all wood from the out back whenever I tore down that roof, which I think I talked about that in the last video. So, but anyways, all this here, you know, I got plenty of room to put stuff up. Oh, and a little update on the $10 locker. I've already sold $190, and then I got a guy who's buying these 3 boxes and the little the thing, but he said he'd give me $150 for this. But all these are old Star Wars, G.I. Joes, Thundercats, so this is like nice stuff that everybody wants. Plus I'm gonna throw in some more, and I'm gonna trade him for a G.I. Joe Havoc, which is the G.I. Joe toy of what I drove in the Marine Corps. So he has one. He has like 3 of them. So he's, you know, he's gonna buy all that, and then I'm gonna throw in some other stuff for him to sell in exchange for getting a G.I. Joe Havoc. So, but yeah, I'm just gonna go through now and just start organizing the shelf, take a picture, putting things on Craigslist, and all the stuff back here. I think I'm gonna start off. I'm going to start off on the front row, and I'm just going to take all this stuff, move it, you know, as I'm taking pictures, move it to the front and work my way back. So, you know, and a Wednesday, rain or shine, I don't give a damn. I'm going out to Blandon. A lot of the cookbooks, a lot of the records, a lot of this big bulky stuff like the pet cage, my speaker boxes, a lot of this stuff is going to go out there. I'm going to try to load up about $300 to $500 worth of stuff. If I come home with 2, I'm gonna say that's a win, but I don't plan on coming home. Plus, I'm gonna take a lot of books out there, and the reason being is while I'm on that side of town, there's a bookstore that buys a lot of books. I figured I'd take some stuff over there and just kind of see what their prices were. Because if it's stuff I'm willing to donate, you know, if he offers a quarter for it, it's still not a bad idea. The workshop. So it's not as messy as you think, but I had a lot of books here, which that's, you know, going back on the shelf. Yeah, it's a little messy in here, but it's not real bad. So a lot of this stuff is going right back on the shelf here. All this will be cleared out. The main thing that's in here is the plywood. That plywood and this plywood here, I'm gonna rip down into strips for installing doors. And then backyard took a little bit of a hit, but not too much, mainly because while it was raining and real windy, I was out here, you know, like I had to re-strap down my tarp going over that truck, and everything here held up pretty good. My fence held up. So mainly it's just you know, taking the tires and tearing down this roof was a really good idea, because I do not think it would have lasted. And these were making so much noise, I just laid them down and threw some tires on top so they don't blow away, but they were standing up there. I may or may not put them back up there. I want to, but I'm just going to kind of play it by ear and see how things work. But I may end up taking this and putting it up. I don't know if I'll put it all the way back. I may bring it up a little bit, but we'll see what happens. And then I was even thinking about taking these and seeing if I could strap them here, but you know, it's not really a big deal. So a couple things got knocked over, a couple things got moved, but and a lot of this metal I'm gonna take and scrap. I got my trailer out front, so I'm just gonna load all this stuff up and scrap it. So, and then these are the old walls to the flea market. So what I've been doing is cutting these up and using them for the braces over in the front area. So all the wood that I've been using is repurposed from years and years and years. I guess there's one good little thing about being a hoarder. But yeah, I really, really, really like this setup. I like the fact that I can still have my warehouse as my warehouse and not have to worry about people trying to buy my stuff. Because now I got a whole section over here, which I can say, okay, this isn't ready yet, so leave it the hell alone. And that's a conversation I had so many times, is where people was like, well, what about this? It's like, that's not ready yet, you know? Or people trying to buy my tools and my stuff, and I'm like, you know, that's not for sale. I couldn't find a place to put it. So, and my cat is going crazy right now. She wants to come out here, but she's been a little escape artist lately. And she almost got out. I opened the door and she bolted, and thank God there was a loud ass truck driving by, right? And she came running right back in. So I was like, okay. But I have a feeling that, you know, she's going to escape here. I don't want it to happen, but it's kind of looking like she just wants to leave. And I'm at a, legally I'm not allowed to just let her leave, but at the same time, well, I don't know if it's legal or not if they escape and I can't stop it, but I'm trying not to have her get out here in traffic and everything else. So that's pretty much, this is what I've been doing for the past 2 days. You know, we were fortunate the power flickered a lot, but it never really went out. You know, my computer never restarted. So, I mean, that's what I'm saying. It never was out long enough for the computer to turn off. It just kind of like kick it, and it's, you know, the lights would just flicker a little bit real quick. And I still got a decent amount of work to do. And I just want to say tomorrow, pray for me, because I got to go up to my storage unit, and, you know, I'm going to be working on, I got to find a window in one of my units, and they're having an auction tomorrow, and I have a feeling I'm going to buy something. I really don't want to. I really got so much stuff. I don't need more, but, you know, just like that $10 locker, if someone's going to give me something, I'll take it. Yeah. And a lot of the stuff I got out of $10 locker is just kind of gonna, I already threw a lot of it away. In fact, both cans out there, both them cans is the ones from the storage unit. So, and I want to clean up out back. But yeah, tomorrow is my last day for myself, and then Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, I'm gonna be grinding on jobs and trying to make a couple dollars real quick to cover October. But I really want to have at least 2 units emptied, maybe 3. I think it could be done. It's just going to be a lot of just saying, you know what, hell with it, throw it away. You know, it's not worth it to keep it, and I want to empty the shelves and get new stuff on the shelves for next Friday. But that's it for right now. Peace, love, money. I'm out.